A home remodeling project can improve the value of your home, but pre-planning for the project is crucial.
So a home improvement project can be a huge undertaking, and it's important that you plan as best as you can. Making sure you have the right pre-planning done in advance is really going to lead to less stress, a quicker project, an overall better quality project, and obviously more satisfaction for you.
So before getting started, homeowners should ask the following question.
How do I plan for a remodel project?
First, all good projects start with preparation. You need to make initial decisions on your project so it starts off correctly.
Before you actually start any project, there are several steps you probably ought to consider. First, you want to collect visual ideas, right? You want to get some inspiration on what it is you want your project to look like when it's done. What kind of materials do you want to include, and what's the scope of the project that you have in front of you? Second, you want to think about the contractors that you're going to engage in the process and kind of research those folks, understand what their background is, what their quality of work is, and really kind of credential them for the overall project. And then third, you really want to fully understand the contract behind the project and what you should expect at the end of the project from your contractor.
Next, you need to set the correct expectations for the project.
Well, first, you can't expect that your project will go flawlessly. Every project is going to run across challenges from time to time. You also want to plan for delays because they will come up during your project, and you want to have a plan so that you'll help to avoid frustration for you and your contractor.
Finally, keep to a constant communication plan for timely completion of the project.
So it's important that you're communicating with your contractor on a regular basis because it establishes a rapport and it establishes a cadence to the overall project. If you're not communicating effectively, then it can lead to challenges and struggles that really can lead to a poor project and lead to larger issues that you really don't want to have to deal with.
For more information, visit contractorconnection.com or go to designingspaces.tv.